So friends, today's session is about the women's empowerment because in this time women is also the second dimension of life. On the earth we are human being and only two dimension of lives are here, firstly men and women. But in this time person and every person are just giving more respect, more equality, more freedom to only men, not the women. Many country there can be also give the proper respect to women also and men also, but in our country here is a lots of basis that we can say that no inequality are here. Here is a need of the empowerment of the women, and the condition of women are not good. Surely if you will see the topics and you will read about the history, then you will get the point that yes, that is true, that people have been discriminated with the girls, with the women too much badly. So what can be the reason and what's happening, and what will happen in the future? Women empowerment will be successful and women will also get the proper respect as like the men or not? In this video we will cover up this point. So firstly we have to know that what is the need that we have to empowerment of women. So I think here is the inequality. If a person want to go anywhere and if any person want to do anything, then that person have the freedom, he can do anything, nobody will ask any question, nobody will say that don't do this thing. That person have freedom, that person have responsibility, and that person can do anything. But if I will talk about the girls, if you will also read in history, then you will get a lots of example, a lots of thing that obviously the person had discriminated between women and men also. The women didn't have any types right for the education, for the doing any types of works, they didn't have. But men can easily do anything, men can easily do the lots of marriages, but the women didn't have in the, as for example, our old kings who were the kings of our countries, our states, then they had made a lots of wives, they had done a lots of marriages, and they can do this thing. But any women can't do this thing, any women can't do a lots of marriages, although if that woman husband is alive or not. And obviously that is not good. You can just imagine it, what's happening that time. The man has a lots of power, but women can't do this type thing. But if the husband of a woman will die, then that woman can't do any other marriages. But if any wife will die, then the husband can do any other marriage, and he can do one or two or three a lots of marriages. There is no any foundation. So why it's this types equality were running in the old time? The reason is the lackness of awareness, education, and freedom, and the mentality. Because in the old time, that before the lots of time, too much ancient time, then when the our society is as like the matriarchic, not patriotic type society were running, you compare than in this time. In this time we are as like the patriotic society. If anybody will just want to know about you, then firstly he will ask your father name, then he will automatically know that who are you. But in the old time, when anybody want to know about any person, then firstly he was asking that what's your mother name. Our sign was expressing by our mother's relation, not fathers. But in this time it has been opposite, it has been changed. So you can just imagine, in the old time the women had proper respect, women had proper freedom. So that was the result that our country, our society was matriarchic. But in this time I think that respect, that freedom has been disappeared. No any person are giving any proper respect, any proper freedom to the women. So this is the example we are in this time as like the patriarchy. So country is patriotic or matriarchic, it's not matter is that women and men, they both are getting proper equality, and they are getting proper freedom, and here is no any discrimination between the men and women, it's happening or not. It is the main result, and it's main point for this thing. Because if any girls, any boy are here, then the mental condition, physical, I know physical changes can be there, but I think no any more changes in the boy and girls. And if anything is here that is not changed, and that is a change in women and men, then I think God had made us. Then we have to give the everything's proper respect which have made by the God. Who are us? And how can we say that the girls don't have more power, the girls don't have the more mental power? We can't say it. God had made it. It means there is a lots of reason. God had made the girls and the boys also, so that every person should give the proper respect to each another. Never we should think about that is a girl. But in our history, you already will be saying there will be a lots of person were present who didn't support the freedom for the girls, who were just ready for the discriminating for the girls, with the girls and women. As for example, many times they had raped a lots of girls. They were just saying that many philosophers had told that the girls are only for the entertainment, only for the making a sexual relationship. Many philosophers had been told. Aristotle, Plato, these all person had been told it. I think Plato had been also very criticized to the girls. They had told that the girls are only for the making sexual relationships. So this was the philosophy of the old time. The people's mentality was as like this time. But many places there was running that the girls are the deities and the girls are the god. Many persons were saying it. Many persons were following this point. But many persons were object of it. But in this time we can also say, but the condition of in these times girls and women are too much rectified, because in the old time the girls didn't have the right to giving the vote, that which party will come in the majority, which person will reign on this state and us. And no any girls had any type freedom that this person is my husband and this person is what relationship I can make. People were forcing that your life is like this, whatever we will say you will have to follow, otherwise if you will refuse it then your life will totally waste and we will never support you. Girl level as like a boundary that you have to always present on one place. Whatever we have to do we will do that thing. So in this time not it's happening. In this time I think many girls around, mostly girls around, I think 50% girls have the freedom, they can do anything, they have a chance, they can improve their condition, and they can just prove that yes I am a woman and I can do also good works compared than a boy. And many girls are doing, as for example in UPSC field, in if you will see that what is the list of the recently 10 years, then you will get the answer that the from rank 1 to rank 10 the girls condition are too much good, the girls has been captured. So I think if the girl will have this types opportunity, then they will beat up the men, and they can't be defeated by the men, because men has also has like mentality that we are the best, girls are not best, and they just take that girls is nothing, they are always for us for our entertainment. But if we will give the chance, then the girl will collide us, girl will easily cross us, and we will just see that what did happen. So we have to think about it, that what's good and what's not good. So this is the need. When the god didn't do any type discriminated between we and girls, then who are us, who we are, who will do this type thing? So we have to give the proper respect to each another, and in this time it's a condition are changing. Girls have also right to freedom, girls have also right to education, girls can do anything. But in many places are here where they don't have this type right.